Hi myRockworld fans, we are today at the backstage and have an exclusive interview with Chris von Rohr from the band Krokus. So welcome Chris.
Hey, welcome. I'm very pleased to have you here. And let's go into the rock world of Krokus.
Cool. Chris, please tell us something about the new release, the new live album Long Stick Goes Boom. Some facts about the album, where was it recorded, and other facts you want to tell us about.
Well, in the long history of Krokus, we had recorded 2 live albums so far, but we were not absolutely happy with it. It was more a little bit a kind of a record company pushing thing, you know, and overall it was not the original lineup on it. And when we came back 5 years ago with the original, which is the real Krokus world and the real groove and the real whole thing, we said let's do that. Let's give the fans a chance to hear this band as long as they still can, with the best possible feeling of a live album, and newly with the new powerhouse drummer Flavio Mezzotti and the new third guitar player Mandy Meyer, to enrich those songs, to jam them a little different and really bring it to the point where we can say we are 100% pleased, you know. And now we go even a step further, and it's not. We really believe that it's probably the best Krokus album ever. And normally you say that on every studio album. We don't do that, but we are really the feedback we get from the fans is that's what is Krokus all about. And the good thing is, it's like you have the best seat in the house on stage. You hear it the way it is, the way you're going to hear it tonight. That's on there.
And this is the good thing, because all the classic rock acts, they have all, the most of them have very good live album, and every rock fan loves a live album. So this is not because you are a live band, you're not a studio band. How did you manage to get such an authentic live sound? Because we heard.
Well, for me as a producer, it's important to have a plan, you know, how you want to go about it. That's first the arrangements, the song, the set list, all that stuff. And I'm a big fan of analog recording, you know. I'm a big fan of bringing across a true, not too compressed and not too much working Pro Tools sound. Just a sound like on stage, you know. So my plan was to go record around 20 shows and then pick the magic one and don't do much work on it, you know. So just maybe a backing vocals.
Not really big overdubs.
No, there's just one or two backing vocals which sounded too much like Lemmy Kilmister or Keith Richards, you know. So we had to fix, and there was one detuned guitar, but that's it. What you hear here is what Krokus is.
Cool.
Every night.
What can we expect from the show tonight? Will it be the live album in its entire, or are there also some other songs included to the set list or changes in the set list?
Oh, of course, there are a little more songs. The set is longer than the album, you know. And there is like songs like Headhunter and Eater Ridge at not the place on the live album. So we play what we love, you know. That changes from time to time. A new song. This is lebendig, you know. It's alive, the whole thing, you know.
How often do you change the set list?
Well, it depends, you know. Sometimes you play a festival only 60 minutes. You have to reduce. Sometimes you play a headline show like today. You have to more. It's during the month it changes, you know. So, but interesting is as well that the last 2 albums we did as the reunion came, as I'm talking about Hoodoo and Dirty Dynamite, these songs fit in like. That's the feedback we get, you know. They fit in perfectly with the great ones from every album we had before. That's a very good sign, you know.
Krokus has been formed in '75, which is really a long time ago. Is there anything special event planned to celebrate 40 years of Krokus history next year?
Well, first let me tell you this: when I found the Krokus in '75, I mean, if somebody would ask me, I would tell him if he can survive 2 years. That's already when you were very young. You never think of getting old and never get a band 40 years. You know that's almost a joke. You know, but what we plan at the moment is probably a double album, best of, and maybe 2 or 3 new songs to really help it. And. That's what we plan and play as much as we can, you know, and play And probably we don't know, but when we came back together, we said we want to end it on a high level.
Yeah.
We don't want to go on till we drop. We want to end that story. I mean, that's why me and Fernando said, let's do it again, because that band was too much during 20 years, too much changes, too much bullshit, too much business. But so we said, let's bring back the quality, and when the quality is fully here, let's stop. But really, I could see it come. That's probably maybe could be a farewell tour next year, and then, but not then the comeback of the comeback of the comeback. But because to show the fans one more time what is Krokus all about, that they can
you
keep
want
it
to
in
have
memory.
the spirit, the original spirit. This is what you want.
Because this music is not country or blues where you can lay back. This is a full body attack music, and you have to play it with power. And this is unfortunately fading with the age. And we wanna stop. We wanna stop where it's still. People remember us, like this German tour. People are, because we didn't play so much here, they are really, it's a great energy we get from these fans. They really love it, you know, and all over only good reviews. It's crazy. All the papers I'm reading is only the best reviews. So you have to stop at such a moment, and not like other bands who have just one or two originals and fade out.
Understand? You know? How important is it for you to be connected with your fans in the internet? Do you think a band or musician could survive without social media these days?
Well, you know, I'm the wrong person to ask that, because I'm neither on Facebook, neither on Twitter, neither on. I have my own page. We have the homepage. We don't give. To tell you the truth, I have no time for that. I mean, either I'm behind the instrument or playing somewhere. Yeah, and but even my daughter, you know, and other members in the band are on Facebook, but I would not overvalue it. I see it's a new world. I see it's a big possibility. The whole music industry is in reinventing themselves. That's a fact. But it's still the old law. Either you deliver great music, or you are not going to happen.
That's fact.
That's
for
the
sure.
basic.
It's
That's
always
the basic. And then, of course, there is one of the tools, and we need that tool. You know, we need the tool. I mean, I'm as well reading all the online. If I go here, the online news, the online this, I mean, the web is in the middle of the biggest revolution we had since I don't know when. So I believe that internet is going to be even much bigger than it is now.
Mick Box of Uriah Heep told us the good thing in the social media is that you have everything one day after. You have a reaction. And in the old days, he waited for months probably to get a reaction for something which is awesome.
That's the good part of it. The bad part of it, when I think back of the 70s or so, you had more time for real social life, you know. Even if you talk to media people, they have to deliver tonight the Abgabetermin and this and that and there is a whole zombie stress going on in this world, you know.
I agree with you.
And this is not good. This is not healthy, you know, because fast means not always good.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes you have to digest things and then bring it out. So the youth of today have the problem, everything too much, too fast.
You're right.
Reizüberflutung auf Deutsch.
Chris, what were your heroes to start a music career?
Well, I basically started with Hendrix, Stones, Beatles, Deep Purple. 86, I saw Deep Purple on the first concert in Switzerland. 68. Excuse me, 68. And the blues cats, and especially the British bands like the Kinks, like the Who. That those were for me, and still are, the guys who made the real great songs, because most of the music we hear today is a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. It's sad, but it's true. And there is no other age than the 60s and 70s with such a song output. There is no other age, you know. And this is that's in the classical music as well. There are some highlights and lowlights and whatever. So my heroes are definitely Cream, Jimi Hendrix, Traffic, Stones, Beatles.
Do you hear also new music? Do you follow new bands, new releases?
Sometimes, but it bores me most of the time because I know it already from somebody else and I prefer the original.
Yeah.
But sometimes there are some things which are interesting and combinations of new bands and I hope that some new artists are coming along who take the consequence and really kick our ass. I hope it.
Any new bands that you can recommend that you really like?
Well, I have to tell you the truth. I mean, I have. It's too hot today. I have a little blackout.
Coming to the next question.
I think he has to. He told us about the right bands.
I don't want to come across arrogant here. There are, but at the moment I didn't sleep much, so the right names don't come up. But there are some interesting bands. There's no doubt about it. No.
Is there anything you haven't done yet musically, and you think one day I really love to do that?
No. I mean, I started as a drummer in this band, then I became a singer for 2 albums, then I changed to the bass, I played percussion, I compose a lot of songs, I did producing, 10 years with Gotthard, I did so many things, different instruments. I play the piano, I play the strings, I play the ukulele, I play the drums, I play the... I mean,
And what is
it's all done.
What is your favorite instrument?
I always think like as a drummer. I always.
I thought about that.
I always, when I play the bass like a drummer, like I play a hi-hat, the eights and the that's.
It's about the groove.
And it's for me, as Steven Taylor says of Aerosmith, rock and roll is rhythm, and the rhythm.
Definitely.
That's why a band like AC/DC is working so beautiful because the rhythm there is a own world, the world of Phil Ruth, and this cannot be overestimated,
Definitely.
And it has nothing to do with fast rolls, fuck shit, fuck. No, it has to do with the rhythm. Stats, That's it,
Please tell us a secret about Krokus that nobody knows, a funny turbo secret or anything.
I'm a bank robber.
Good secret.
Can we let it like this, please?
No further comment. No further comment needed. Chris, please at last some words to the fans, please.
Well, first of all, whatever they tell you, try to be authentic and be yourself. Follow your way and especially your heart, and don't take no shit from nobody. I mean, this world is crazy. This is really sickening sometimes to see as well what happens already to the children, since I have myself a child very late. But I see how completely dependent they are on good parents or on being kind of to get attention in the beginning years to start in this crazy world, and I think just really don't take no shit from nobody, because there are some very weird ideas out there, and they put some incredible stress on young people, which is absolutely not necessary. So follow real hard, read sometimes maybe Hermann Hesse, or you can read even a biography from Chris Van Rohr. I have 3 books out. One is called Hunde, wo der ewig rocken, the other Bananenflanke or Sternenstaub. So basically follow that, and then things are good.
Great last word. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Chris.